Hey everyone, this is Brian Drury of Overcoming Graduation, and today I want to share one video on how you can crush your fear of public speaking. And this comes from my mentor, Shawn Stevenson, who many called one of the best speakers on the planet. And in my experience, in my personal opinion, is one of the best by far, one of the best I've ever seen, and taught me more about speaking than anyone else I know. And when I worked with Shawn, I spent a year doing an immersive coaching program with Shawn. A lot of time, a lot of money invested, and one of the best investments I've ever made. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Shawn Stevenson, he was one of the most incredible people that has ever lived and one of the biggest influences in my life. He passed away just a few years ago, and I think about him almost every day. So part of me celebrating and sharing this is remembering him and celebrating him, and is sharing the lessons that he taught all of us with all of you. So this is one of Shawn's tricks as a professional speaker for decades on how he overcame fear, even in speeches where he was talking to 10,000 people in an auditorium. This was also a technique I used before I gave the speech on Shawn's stage when he introduced me, and that was the speech that ultimately went viral and helped me reach so many people around the world. So here's the technique. Shawn would do this both in prep, when the room was totally empty, and right before going out on stage. So as the speaker or the presenter was out there, maybe reading his bio, or the person before him was giving their presentation, he would go off to the side of the stage, on the side of the curtains in the darkness where no one could see him, and he would look out in the audience and look at the different people, look at their faces, and think about what they were going through, what they were battling. Look at people and start to tell stories in his mind about the single mom who's doing everything she can for her kids and is scraping by, but wants to grow and develop and do something that matters, something that's meaningful, and something that's going to help her generate the type of wealth and lifestyle she wants for her kids. It's the guy who just got his diagnosis and is told he only has a few months to live, and he wants to share his message, he wants to get it out there, but he needs advice on how he can actually do that. It's the parents who are struggling to connect with their children and want to learn, not speaking just to get on stage, but how to communicate better and connect. It's the person who feels alone, feels scared. It's a person who feels suicidal. It's a person who's terrified. It's a person who's just looking for someone to care. Now, even as I'm talking through these things, I bet you felt a shift. I bet a part of you that was having that fear about speaking, like, oh my God, I'm going on stage, went like, oh my God, those poor people. Because now we're connecting to the humanity, now we're connecting to the relationships, and now we're connecting to why we're really on stage in the first place. It's not about us, it's about them. And so simply by taking that time to think about what they're going through, even though it's imagined and invented, you end up being right many of the times. Because all of us are battling something, all of us are struggling through something, and by taking that moment to remind ourselves, when we're up on that stage, it's not about us, it's about them. We get the fear out, we get all the ego and the what if they don't like me and what if I'm not good enough, and we focus on maybe just one person needs my message today, and maybe I'm here for just them. But man, is it worth it to do it if I just hit that one person, if I get out there and I get over my own fear so I can help them. Here's another way to apply this. Even in your room at home practicing your speech, or the day before during dress rehearsals, look out into the audience. On Zoom, look at your computer screen and imagine looking at these little tiles, but these are people. These are people battling things. These are people going through challenges. These are people struggling. These are people feeling lost. These are people looking for some motivation, and they need you to do it. They need you to be the one willing to get up there and share yourself vulnerably so they have permission to do it too. So much of speaking is just getting past that initial ego and that fear and that insecurity and doubt about who we are, and recognizing that if we have something of value to give them, if we believe in our message and know we have something that can help, then it's time to focus on why they're there. Because they're there for themselves. This is a really interesting thing. The audience isn't there to see the speaker. They're there because they believe the speaker has something of value for them. Whether that's laughs, whether that's entertainment, whether that's knowledge, whether that's process, they're there for them. So remember that, and then also remember they're human, and that what you have could be the solution to the problem they have right now, and that the words that you have, they need more than anything else. Because so often people go, well, I'm not Tony Robbins, I'm not the best motivational speaker in the world, I'm not Eric Thomas, I'm not Lisa Nichols. But what if that audience member could only hear it from you? What if they feel so distanced from a Tony Robbins that you going up and sharing your story honestly, they go, I actually connect with this person, and they made the change, and they overcame the thing, so maybe I can too. So next time you have a speech, use this technique to remind yourself it's not about you. Focus on the love and focus on the connection, the relationships, and being there for the people that need you and sharing the messages that they need that day. I hope this message was of value to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. I love comments, guys. I love seeing what you're hearing, what you're liking, what you're enjoying, what you want to see more of. And how are you going to use this, and who are you going to help with this message? Also, if there was someone that came to mind that you know really could use this message right now, please share it directly to them. And if you have a speech coming up or you're prepping for something and you want help being more accountable, more consistent, and getting it done faster than you thought possible, I'd love for you to check out the Most Productive Hour accountability group that I created specifically to help you with all of those things. The link is in the bio below, and at the link you'll see a lot more detail about what the group is about. But if you're ready to be more consistent, you want to get things done, and you want to get these messages out to the world, and join a group of like-minded people who are working on their big, ambitious goals and dreams, I'd love to see you on the inside. That's going to be all for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. And I'll be talking to you again real soon.